It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance...
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victor.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra, next man up, since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this one complete to Smith. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hurts.
Over the middle to Smith. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Gainwell.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
This is caught. Touchdown!
Grant Calcaterra.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spans 13 plays, and the gadget play gets him into the end zone.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their 5th-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
Burrow is coming off a year where he suffered his 2nd season-ending injury over a 4-year span. And while that's certainly concerning, there's certainly no denying he's truly one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL whenever he's on the field. However, for them to reach their full potential, he has to be out there. Because as long as he is, this team is a legitimate contender to win it all.
Burrow will throw.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Burrow on play action.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Chase Brown.
44 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The numbers for Brown from a week ago: 6 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, you know, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against second to last in the pass defense area. Good for him.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll set up a throw. Fighting through pressure. Flushed out right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Grant Calcaterra.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. On first down, they'll start out with Moss. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Moss again.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Buying time to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Rodgers on the return. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd down and 4.
Back to throw. This will be caught by Brown.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts
with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Burrow.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
1 second, all that remains.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our
to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
They'll run on first down with Moss.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass.
That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Now it's Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
They'll go up the middle here with Moss.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Up the middle with Barkley. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
On the return is Jones. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now Burrow.
checks that one down complete to Moss.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Here comes third down and 7.
They go play action with Burrow. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Moss.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 3.
It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
On 2nd down, it's Moss again.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And now they will throw it with Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Moss on the give up the middle.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Play action. It's Burrow.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
It's complete to Brown, right side. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. In motion left comes Brown.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Throwing is Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
They'll go again here with Moss.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Burrow will throw.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Throwing, Burrow. That's complete to Chase.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Here's 2nd and a yard. That one taken in by Burton.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Here's Burrow.
He's got Burton here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Here we go, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Moss.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
11 empty.
Moss. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Moss.
Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.